Timberwolves on defense. They trail by 11. And he drives in. Here's Garnett. And Garnett with the slam.
And how about the power there from KG? He can fly with the best of them.
Oladipo outside. Now here's Kispert. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Outside Williams. Good, it's Garnett with the assist that time. Williams has got 6 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks. No clue how he got that one to fall.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
Kispert, wide open, he fires. Top of the key jumper, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Back to Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Gilgeous-Alexander is so dangerous in these pick-and-roll sets.
Pass to Kispert. And Corey Kispert is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Substitution.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He has yet to score. Garnett high post. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And just a great all-around scorer. Garnett has the defense a little anxious there.
Free throw drops for Garnett. And both free throws good from Garnett. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. It's an 18-point game. The Thunder pull it in. And here are the Thunder now. They're on a 19-7 run. Holmgren the screen. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Oladipo right side. Over Halliburton. The rebound by Garnett.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Pass to Holmgren. There's the triple. Buries it from three-point range. Holmgren's got 5.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Oladipo. It's rebounded by Kevin Garnett. The Thunder leading by 21. Mathurin attacking. And Bane pulls it down. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul. There's 48 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Baji. Oladipo with the ball. He's covered by Halliburton.
Even after some serious injuries, Oladipo still has some takeoff.
Garnett, the screen. To the middle. And it's Garnett finishing it off.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. It's Baji. "19 seconds left in the first half. Here's George. And count it from 19 feet away. George has got his first points in this one.
And just a beast of a scorer. Give George these kinds of looks, and he typically knocks him down. Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Kevin Garnett, the big ticket. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Thunder. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round one. Halliburton with it. Picked up by Edwards. Outside for Halliburton. A three-pointer is right on target. Cunningham's got the first basket of the second half here for Oklahoma City. Takes it off the glass.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Oklahoma City leading by 22. Screen by Smith. To the paint. Shot clock at 6. And Walton sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Fires from way outside. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Here's Wallace. No good on the three.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And the shot goes in.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
On top, Dermanenko. Still yet to score. Rebound by Wallace. Timberwolves really have a tough one to go here. Stolen by Dermanenko. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Now Cunningham. 7 points in the game. And the basket by Dermanenko.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Minnesota has possession. Ball feeling it out a bit. And he uses the glass on the layup. Ball's got his first basket of the night.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jumper.
Back to Halliburton. Screen by Smith. And Walton sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And so it's Minnesota with it. Right side, Ball. Here's Malone, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Malone's got 6.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And here's Cunningham. Pass to Dermanenko. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham.
And their defense has taken a turn for the worse here in the second half, allowing way too many easy looks.
Outside, Ball. Back to Malone. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. He's got 8.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Here's Halliburton. Back to Dermonenko. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Timberwolves. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Here's Halliburton. He's got 6. Pass to Dermonenko. Smith outside. There's a good screen. 5 to shoot. Good work there as it goes. Smith's got 4 this quarter.
And this is what's expected of Smith at the pro level, to be aggressive in trying to score.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. Now here is George. Over McGrady. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Smith, left side. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Still without a basket. Back to Dermonenko. Inside. It's stolen by Oladipo. And now the Timberwolves on the break. For the finish. And the dunk by Bamba.
And how about the 9'6" standing reach Bamba has? I mean, it's unguardable this close. Dunks it with such ease.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Now Dermonenko takes the turnaround J. That shot is off.
Well, when you get that kind of look inside, you have to capitalize.
And here's Oladipo. Pass to Bamba. Shot clock at 5. Thunder with the rebound. On the wing, Tracy McGrady. To the inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Guys, if they're going to make a run, no time like the present.
Yeah, and it's certainly...
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
And I love it whenever Oladipo gets tricky with it. Putting on a show for everyone with that one.
Dermonenko down low. Pocket 6. McGrady outside. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Minnesota calls timeout. the switch here. And so it's Minnesota with it. The shot by George, wide open. Here's Pachi. The Thunder pull it in. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs. McGrady, right side. Over George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on George.
Meeting the defense with power, McGrady holds nothing back and finishes in motion.
And McGrady drops them both. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the third. Here's George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Misses the wing chip. And there's the drive. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And McGrady has an impressive vertical there, showing once again with how well he dunks the basketball.
Pass to George. Lets it go from deep. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound.
The struggles just continue this quarter. They can ill afford to have this many empty possessions.
Back to Oladipo. .112 left in the third quarter. It's Pachi in the corner. George with it. Garnett grabs the board.
Now, he hasn't been great this quarter. The coaches need to try to figure out a way to get him going.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
In watching McGrady, you see the length and athleticism. He's a matchup nightmare for most teams.
He doesn't get the second one. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Pass to George. They set the pick over Williams. That doesn't go either for George.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
Back to Williams. A three-pointer off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And it's Garnett penetrating. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Williams a screen. Here's Anthony. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Down low. Taken away by Anthony. That will count. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. I'll look at the
Timberwolves, 28.
NBA playoff round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. Minnesota with the ball. Wallace outside. To the paint. Here's Malone. Plumlee with the rebound. Here's Smith. And the dunk by Smith.
And smooth in everything he does. Nice dribble move there by Smith.
Pass the ball. Wallace with the ball. Over Mathurin. Wallace misses.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here.
Coming onto the floor for your Thunder, number 25, Trey Murphy.
Left side, Halliburton. Six on the shot clock. Plumlee with the screen. Halliburton with the bucket.
High IQ play by Halliburton, breaking down the defense with a pick and creating for himself.
to the inside. The jump hook. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Here's Halliburton. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Plumlee, no luck.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Thunder.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Pass to Mathurin. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Cunningham. Driving inside. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Yeah, this guy's so clever and crafty. Cunningham with a world-class fake.
And so Cunningham nails both of them. So it's the Timberwolves now. Here's Malone. And it's slammed in by Malone.
I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
Here's Dermonenko. Misses in close.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Wallace outside. Here's Walton, and Walton throws it down.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Here's Mathurin. Tries again. No good. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Here's Malone. And it's Malone finishing it off.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then follows it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. That one drops for him.
Very few young players see the floor as well as Halliburton. It really shows just how impressive his ceiling is as a playmaker.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
To the wing on the left. There's the pick. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Here's Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. Here's Dermonenko.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly. and he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Halliburton with it. Now guarded by Ball. Now, here's Dermanenko. That shot misses. Some solid defense by Malone. On the wing, Wallace. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
The first one falls.
Well, you can tell this team looks to Anthony Edwards to set the tone on the floor. His intensity becomes their intensity, and let me tell you, his intensity is always high.
Halliburton outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. LaMelo Ball picks one up.
And how about the commitment there from Halliburton, sticking with it and getting himself to the line.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Now the Timberwolves with it. Here's Ball. Misses from close range. Oklahoma City leading by 23. Has to Cunningham. Mathurin with the ball. Banked in off the glass.
And using that body to his advantage, Mathurin will learn to control his strength as he grows in the league.
Outside, Ball. Inside, Walton. And Walton throws it down.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Now Ball. Shoots from 12. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Cunningham inside. Holmgren wide open. Off target from three-point range.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Wallace. Here's Malone. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
2 minutes.
1:58 left to play here in the fourth. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Wide open look. Not enough on that one as it misses. Wallace outside. Misses the three.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a coach.
And I like the drive of this kid. Mathurin, really a team player.
Mathurin hits them both. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves.
And, guys, that's going to wrap it up. Fans are piling out the exits. Obviously a huge win here in Game 2 for Oklahoma City.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And this is a team right now that is really playing with swagger.
Yeah, and anytime you can go up 2-0, you are in the driver's seat. They are riding pretty high going into Game 3.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kevin Garnett.
Well, he was the catalyst for them tonight. Played a great all-around game, and you could see his teammates feeding off his energy.
Lamba sets a screen near the three-point line. It's Kispert. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
And here's Oladipo. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. And this win puts...
Your crew ain't stacked, man, don't run up, this is facts. Only top by hits and plaques, yeah, yeah. Paparazzi, they be taking them flicks. Cameras watching, I be making them sick. Walk with caution, so I'm making it quick. You out too often and you stay in the